Hi, my name is Stephen Begleiter, and I'm the author of the book Leaving Cleveland. I'm going to read an excerpt from my book. Chapter 9, Izzy. A limo picked me up 6 in the morning at the curb outside my apartment building. The driver introduced himself as Tony and said he would take care of Mrs. Tavel's people. He handed me the envelope that contained instructions and travel money. I felt like a stand-in for Mission Impossible. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. I'd never been in a limousine before, but when my body sank into the soft, tan-colored leather upholstery, I was willing to give it a try. There was a bar, a button to call the driver, knobs to set the temperature, and magazines in a pouch. I pushed the button that said driver. Tony, how long before we get to JFK? About an hour and 15 minutes, he replied. I opened the envelope and saw my tickets and itinerary. I was flying Pan Am to Albuquerque with a stop in Chicago. I counted the money, 10 crisp $20 bills. I checked out the magazines. One was the latest issue of Vinyl Visions, with a portrait of the lead singer Queen, Freddie Mercury, on the cover. He was shirtless, wearing black leather pants, and grinning through a pencil-thin mustache. The headline, We Are the Champions. Freddie's Rise to Fame. I opened the magazine to check out the photo credit. Isadore Tavel. I leafed through the magazine, fantasizing what it was going to be like to work with the great Izzy. I must have been lost in this exercise for quite some time, because the next thing I noticed was the airport looming in the distance. I had a sudden attack of paranoia. I was about to commit a felony. I pulled up my sock as high as it would go. After checking my bag at the Pan Am counter, I headed for the gate. Several times I passed uniformed cops, but they were uninterested in me. At the security checkpoint, a young man looked at my ticket and ran a metal detector up and down my body. My heart was in my throat. He nodded and pointed to me to the gate. Nobody gave a damn about the coke. I was on my way to fame and fortune. In Albuquerque, at the baggage claim, I heard my name called. Sam! Sam! I turned and saw Mark walking toward me. We gave each other a hug. I wasn't sure you'd really come, Mark said. She's totally psyched I will be home today. She's climbing the walls with the new baby. Well, I'm glad I could help. So where's Izzy? I said, looking around. She's back at the hotel at Santa Fe. Still asleep, I'm sure, Mark said. What's she like? I asked. Mark sucked in his cheeks before he answered. Oh, she can be difficult. But if you disregard her offhand comments and just focus on the work, you'll be okay. As far as what your job is, well, you'll set up the lights, load the film, keep the receipts, and make sure she gets up in the morning. Other than that, you'll figure it out. Mark placed his hand on my shoulder. I really owe you, Sam. When you get back to New York, I'll take you out for a beer. Here's the car rental contract and keys. You've got a red Mustang. It's in the drop-off zone. Here's the info sheet with phone numbers and places you'll need to be aware of. I looked at the piece of paper. It had the hotel address, directions to get there, Izzy's room number, and the magazine editor's phone number. At the bottom written, Best of luck, buddy. I looked at Mark. I have a special package for Izzy. When do I give it to her? As soon as you see her. It will make her very happy and put you in her good side, okay? I gotta go. Give my best to Izzy. She knows all about you. I may have exaggerated some about your experience, so just improvise. Mark turned around and walked away. Improvise? What the hell does that mean?